Good morning and welcome back. Today's topic will be entitled, What Doesn't Kill You? You're probably thinking, what the heck's he talking about today? Well, there's an old phrase, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, or something to that effect. And I watched a storm pass through this morning. It was dark out and it was rainy and all this, but then out in the middle of it all, there was a little hole in the clouds with a little blue, and the sun shined through. And I started thinking, about life in that manner, that those things, there seems to be so many things that we experience through life. And it just kind of clicked on me to talk about this, about what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. And perhaps it's an opportunity rather than to look at the rain and look at the clouds and think, oh, everything sucks. I use that one a lot. But, everything's so terrible. Why does this always happen to me? Blah, blah, blah. It's an opportunity to look at the rain and say, wow, the grass really needed it. The trees were dirty. The trees were kind of thirsty looking. The animals need water. The whole world needs to be cleaned by the water. It's nature's nectar, so to speak. So I guess what I want to say is that, the rain's not going to kill you, but it can make you stronger. It can make all life around you stronger. And I think in all of our lives, we get rained on. There seems to be a lot of storms. Some people seem to, for some reason, attract a lot more storms than others. And you might say, why is that? Why? I feel like that little character on Charlie Brown, Pigpen, always walks around, got a cloud over his head all the time, a cloud of dust by his feet. And you wonder why that is. Well, maybe it's because you're always looking for the storms of life. You're always looking for the clouds, always looking for the dust, always expecting the rain, the tornadoes. And I don't mean that just in the weather. I'm talking about in life as a rule. So what do we do? How do we grow stronger from all these storms? Well, like I was saying a minute ago, it's all in how we look at things. We can look at the rain and we can see, everything getting wet. Our plans for outside were ruined. It's not pretty. I just want to cuddle up and go to sleep and all that kind of stuff. Or we can choose to see the positives. Well, since it's raining outside, I have a chance to do some of the things I always wanted to do. Or maybe, look at that, the sun's shining, and it's raining. Let's go play in the rain. Let's toss a board on the ground and do a little, what do they call that, boogie boarding. I used to do that when I was a kid. I didn't realize you could fall down and smack your head open like a melon, but the point is trying to make a positive out of what seems to be a negative. And it only is a negative if that's the way you want it to be. So when things come upon you, they may not always be a lot of fun when you're in the middle of them. But the sooner you try to look for the positives or the opportunities within, the sooner they'll seem to pass. I spoke about this on Facebook this morning, that I always try to talk about how even behind the clouds, even on a cloudy day, the sun still shines, but it's behind the clouds. And it's up to us to have faith that the sun's still shining and to know that we're still the benefit of all that energy that it's sent to us, all that love. So the point being is, as you believe, it becomes. And I started laughing because I always talk about the sun shining, even when it's raining, and all of a sudden this morning I looked out the window and I started weeping, if you can imagine that. I'm looking out at the rain, nothing but clouds, and there's a hole in the middle of all the clouds with a little blue around it and the sun shines. Wow. Now that's not because I'm special. That same thing can be true for you. You just have to believe in it. You have to focus your thoughts on the positives rather than on all the negatives. Just a little bitty change in some of the wording. We can talk about that another time, but whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Life is about endless opportunities, endless experiences that leave you with the divine gifts of empathy and wisdom, so you can be of use to other people and you get the wisdom to be of value, to know not to do things to bring the same things upon you. It's a beautiful world out there if you choose for it to be. I mean, gee whiz, if I can see a sun shining in the middle of a rainstorm, you can do it too. And it's a great thing, believe me. There's nothing that starts your day off better. So have a great weekend. Have a great day. And know that even during the rainy days, the sun's still shining. And as always, I love you. And I thank you for being here. Thanks.